What's up, nation, and welcome to the first workout in my 12-week transformation challenge. Now, if you're not signed up yet, it's a worldwide contest. I'll put a link down in the info section below so you can get yourself registered. There's a $3,000 grand prize on the line here, so you don't want to miss out. Today's workout I'm calling Push A. It's a push workout. I'm gonna be hitting chest, shoulders, triceps, and abs. So what I'm gonna do for you guys right now is put all of the information you need in a quick cue card. Then we're gonna get started with the routine. And if you guys wanna download the PDF to bring with you to the gym, just log into your profile on muscularstrength.com and you can download that directly from this workout. The first exercise is going to be the barbell bench press 7-7-6-4-3. Your goal here is to work on your overall strength. We're also going to be activating your central nervous system, which is going to prepare you for the rest of the workout to make sure that you're going to be able to lift as heavy as possible and maximize your output on every single exercise. Now, if you guys really want to focus on increasing your strength, you're going to have to obviously make sure your form is on point with your bench press, and if you can, have someone there to spot you to help you fight through all the repetitions. Make sure you're bringing that barbell all the way down to your chest on every single rep, and make sure you're really pushing yourself. Really focus on what you want. You should want to make gains. You should want to get stronger. You should want to be able to come into the gym every single week and try to add 5 to 10 pounds to make sure you're getting stronger every day. As you guys can see with these sets, you want to make sure you're increasing the weight each time you get underneath the bench press. You want to be really strict with those 2 to 3 minute rest periods. The only way you're going to see progress is if you're keeping the variables the same. So strict 2 to 3 minute rest, make sure you're increasing the weight when you can, and make sure you have a spotter, especially if you're pushing yourself hard and to the limit like you guys saw me during these sets. As soon as you finish all of those, you're going to do a rep out with light weight as many times as you can. So I'm going to break it down to 135. I'm going to try to get 20 to 30 repetitions, and then we're going to move on to the next portion of the workout. So like I said, guys, for this set, you're doing the barbell bench press, and you're doing an ANRAP, as many reps as possible, one set, 20 to 30 repetitions. So that means if it's the first time you're doing this, I would start with lighter weight, maybe start with 135 like I am, and see how many times you get it. Remember, you're going to be doing this program throughout the entire month, so keep track of the weights that you're using so that if maybe it was a little too easy for you this time, you can make it a bit harder next time. Or if you found yourself fatiguing around 12 to 15 repetitions, maybe you thought you're going to be able to handle more weight than you could, the next time you come and do this routine, you can adjust your weight maybe 10, 15 pounds lighter to make sure you hit 20 to 30 reps. And you want to go until you absolutely fail. Talk about pushing it to the limit, getting that pump. Now I know the sheet says 20 to 30 reps, but I gotta make sure I'm setting that bar high, so you guys try to get those 30 repetitions too. And as you can see, it's okay. Do as many as you can in a row, and then just rest as much as you need to get all 30 repetitions done. Just don't rest too long. For the rest of the routine, we're going to be working more with high volume, so make sure you pay attention to the sets, rest periods, and how many repetitions you're doing. For the next 2 exercises, we're doing 4 sets each, 8 to 10 repetitions, and you're only taking a 60-second rest period in between each set. Now, you still want to work with progressive overload and try to increase your weight if possible, so if you need to, make sure you grab somebody to spot you. The first exercise in the high volume portion of the workout is going to be a seated dumbbell shoulder press. Again, 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, and you're only taking a 60-second rest period between your sets. You want to be super strict with that. As you guys can see, you want to focus on full range of motion, all the way down, all the way up, with every single repetition. Now, if you're not used to high volume training, you might find yourself fatiguing, and it's okay if you have to drop the weight as you go to the next set, because remember, shorter rest periods are a way of increasing the intensity of the routine, and until you get used to it, you're going to find yourself in a whole new world. Well, and exercise 2. Getting a pretty good pump going on. You guys are going to love this routine. this program. You're gonna love the whole program. The next exercise is the dumbbell skull crusher. Again, 4 sets, 8 to 10 repetitions. Now when you do this exercise, it is different from when you do it with the barbell. You're doing each arm independently, and you have to make sure you're controlling those dumbbells. You're creating a lot more instability throughout your triceps and your shoulders by utilizing dumbbells here. So what that means is you're gonna have to recruit more muscle fiber to do the same exercise. So what does that mean? It means you're gonna hit those triceps harder, and you're gonna get more gains out of the exercise. Now as you can see, I was able to increase the weight a bit as I went through my sets, but as you start to fail, your arms start to flail out. You'll see in that last repetition there. If that starts to happen, lighten the weight. For the next 3 exercises, you guys are gonna do things a little differently. You're still doing 8 to 10 repetitions per exercise, but instead of doing 4 sets, you're doing 5 sets. We're also gonna increase the intensity by cutting that rest period in half. So instead of doing 60 seconds, you only have a 30-second rest period in between each set. And it's gonna be crucial that you guys follow this to a T, because that's what's gonna boost the intensity. Try to increase the weight if you can by 2.5 to 5 pounds per set. But if not, that's fine. Because remember, shortening the rest period is another way of increasing the intensity of the routine. All right, now things are gonna start to get really intense. 5 sets, 8 to 10 repetitions, only resting 30 seconds between each set, doing the low to high cable fly. Now with this exercise, it's gonna be imperative that you guys don't stack the weight too high. The more weight you put on the exercise, the more you'll fall victim into bringing like your shoulders and your triceps and your arms into the exercise, instead of being able to focus on that tight squeeze in the middle of your chest. You guys can see on every single repetition here, you can see my chest flexing, you can see the striations in my chest. That's because I'm focusing on isolating that area by keeping the weight moderate so I can focus on volume. Next up is the V-bar push down. 5 sets, 8 to 10 repetitions. Again, the focus here is full range of motion. As you guys can see, I'm going all the way up and all the way down. I know some people argue and they say that if you go all the way up, there's no point in doing that. But I disagree, because if you go all the way up with the exercise, that means that there's a further distance you have to push the weight down. And what does that mean? It means you get to work your triceps even harder. So full range of motion, guys. Next up is the incline dumbbell rear fly. 5 sets, 8 to 10 repetitions. And this is actually an exercise that I've started to really fall in love with recently. One area I really want to work on is my shoulders and my traps. And out of all the reverse flies that I've done, this one seems to make it so that you feel it the most where you're supposed to feel it, in those rear deltoids. As you guys can see, I got my palms facing down, and I'm trying my best not to use momentum, which is why I'm stopping after each repetition. If you find yourself using momentum, just stop in between all your reps. Now we're going to move on to the final 2 exercises in the routine. We're going to target those abs, starting off with the ab pull down. As you can see, we've increased the amount of repetitions you're doing a bit here, going after 30 repetitions, but that doesn't mean you're gonna go ultra fast with this exercise. I feel like a lot of people don't get the benefit from doing this exercise because they go so fast that their abs have absolutely no idea what just happened to them. So as you guys perform this movement, I want you to get that arch in your back as you go up, and really focus on the crunch and squeezing your abdominals as hard as you can on every single repetition. Take it easy, make sure you're resting only that 30 seconds in between each set, and if you can, bump up that weight, but it's gonna burn. The last exercise is called a deep crunch. This is actually an exercise of my creation. I've been doing it for years. I absolutely love it. For those of you who don't have the strength to do this, I have an alternate version that you can do called the decline crunch. We'll get to that. But the form here, guys, all the way down, all the way up, lock your feet in at the top and try to touch your shoulder blades to the ground and then reach up as high as you can on every single repetition. Now, for those of you who find this a bit too easy, you can actually add weight to the exercise. All you have to do is grab a dumbbell or a plate like I'm using right here, and then hold it above your body. That's going to make it so that you can perform the exercise without worrying about hitting your form and making sure you can maximize your repetitions. And like I said, for those of you who A, don't have access to that machine to do that exercise, or B, don't feel like you're ready for it yet, you can do a decline crunch. And as you guys can see with this exercise, I'm going all the way down and I'm actually touching the pad above my head. The reason why I'm doing this is to make sure that on every single repetition, I get the full range of motion and I arch my back at the bottom. Because it's that arch to crunch that makes this exercise work. Congratulations, guys. You made it through the first workout in the 12-week transformation challenge. Now for workout 2, you're gonna have to log into your profile and go to the contest tab. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them there, because that's where I'll be answering questions specifically about the contest and future workouts. Now make sure you have that meal plan on point, and if you're looking for snacks and healthy food options, check out my True Gains line, because you guys are gonna absolutely love it. Till the next workout, see you guys next time.